It's a happy Tuesday. Hey, y'all. Did you hear Janice Hylton is trying to imitate another content creator on YouTube? And I'm like, what in the world? Did you see that, girl? Check out my community tab and check out the 2 shorts I did, girl. I hollered, I fell off the bed. And I'm like, maybe the other content creator is trying to imitate me. Because, boo-boo, go back to my first videos on YouTube. It's authentically Janice Hylton. Anyways, hey y'all, it's a rainy Tuesday here in New Jersey. When I say I am so happy because fall is right around the corner, and technically we really didn't have a summer. We had like maybe about a week or 2 hot days, and all the summer loving people are in distress. And I'm like, yes, bring on the fall and the snow. Anyways, we're going to talk about this. I did a real quick short on this yesterday, but girl, I need to spend some more time going in this because, girl, this don't make no sense. It says, man called Ramsey. He makes $260 a year and wife doesn't work. They met in 94, married in 98. He has no retirement or college savings. Wife spends too much money. And now I'm having second thoughts of teaching a financial workshop course. If you have not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for those of you who have checked out my books on Amazon. Let's run through the books since Janice is trying to imitate another content creator. Let's run through the books, girl. Moments of Gratitude. 23,000 Guys and Moments of Gratitude has journaled. 23,000 Guys. 3 books in Christ I Am. How to Not Give Girlfriends, Boyfriends benefits. Oh, there's the journal of the Moments of Gratitude. 10 years of girlfriend. Oh my God. Take your cookie off the table. The word of wisdom. What is this? How to read your Bible 1 year. Oh my God, the Leah in me. Girl, what? Data is for data coming soon. And what is this? My husband profile course. Oh my God, girl, you are getting it. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this out. Thank you for those of you who have picked up my books and leaving reviews for me on Amazon. We are still trying to get to what? 200 reviews on Amazon. Thank you so much for your love and support. Okay, well, let's jump in this foolishness, girl. This is unbelievable. And now I'm like, girl, are you ready to teach a financial workshop course? Because my financial workshop course is... half of it is going to be one-on-one. That's me and you working together. And it can be you by yourself or a married couple, bring the marriage certificate, or an engaged couple that is not shacking up. You're going to need to bring a witness. Because listen, God is not going to have me hemmed up in no corner on judgment day. Talk about I'm encouraging shacking up and stuff like that. So it's for single people and it's for couples. So I'm like, are you really ready to teach a class? Because if I meet a couple like this, I'm gonna just be like, oh, I'm gonna faint. Because this makes no sense. That man called Ramsey, this has been going on Facebook. He makes $260 a year and wife doesn't work. I don't have a problem with the wife doesn't work. I don't think wives should work to provide. Even if she does work, I don't think it's for her to provide. You work to save, invest, and stuff like that. Okay, they met in 94, married in 98. So that means you had 4 years, sir, to gather data on her. You had 4 years to pay attention to her. He has no retirement or college savings. Wife spends too much money. Let's say you make $260, as you say. Let's say we're going to take out $100,000. $100,000 is for taxes, is for your 401k, 457, whatever they have at the job. If you work, most jobs have either a 401k or a 457, okay? So if they've been married this long, they have a 401k, because companies are now, many companies are now getting out of 401k, or those companies that have pensions, they're trying to roll over into 401k. So I know your job got a 401k, sir. And a lot of the jobs that has 401k, you can also set up a college fund through your job, with the company that you set up your 401k. That's what I did for little Michael's college fund. And then I've recently changed it over where I'm gonna leave it. I was gonna roll it over so that I can control it, but then I decided to leave it there because if you have not heard, Congress has passed a law that is beneficial for 529 plans, where if your child decide not to go to college, you can roll $35,000 over into a Roth IRA to start their future. Come on, Congress. But the real purpose of them doing that is because we are in this financial stronghold with people in student loan debts who want Congress to bail them out. And so what they are doing is they are pushing people to start saving for college and 529 plans. Also, before 529 plans would work against your child, which is why when we started, we only started with $200 a month. My husband was doing $200 a month. And then we had other plans of paying for his college because we didn't want that to work against him for financial aid. Well, Congress has changed that. And now it's not going to work against them in their student loans. So guess what we did? We bumped it up from $200 a month to $500 a month because now it's not going to work against him. So he could have $1 million in his 529 plans, and he can still apply for financial aid. That $1 million is not going to work against him because Congress want people to save and stop getting in debt and stop waiting for the Congress to bail him out. So my point is, sir, the same company that you're doing your 401k or 457, you could have opened a college fund for your kids. And 25 years, y'all been married. And no retirement, no college funds for your kids. If you are self-employed, you could have opened up a SEP 401k. See, all this y'all gonna have to sign up for my financial clients to work. So he could have used $100,000 and that would take care of taxes, 401k, 529, and you still had $160,000 to spend. But you know why you don't, sir? Because you married a foolish woman. And you had 4 years to pay attention to how this woman handles money. Because what? Dating is for data. But you know what? A lot of men, they fall in love with their eyes. Just like women, we fall in love with our emotions. You fall in love with your eyes, you fall in love with your ding-a-ling, and you ignore the signs in front of you that this woman is not good with money. And what you needed to do was not try to change her. Leave her where you found her and find a woman that's good with money. But also what I am learning is a lot of men don't know what they want in a wife. So my husband, when I met him, I said, well, you're not married. How can you not marry a woman in church, blah, blah, blah. He said, when I was looking for a wife, I didn't want a Kardashian woman, type of woman. So that means if you come like one of the Kardashians, he would take you out, have a good time, and probably, but he wasn't going to marry you. And when we got married, my godmother, her money was tied up. She couldn't give me some money, but she said, give me about 2 years. I'm going to give you some money. And if anything happened, put it in the will that you get this amount. So when I was pregnant, she flew up here and she gave us the money. And she said, I want you to put this in this is for you. Put it in your sin just in case your roof come off. And I'm reading between the lines because she got a divorce at 50, had nothing, had to start all over. So basically what she's saying, if me and Michael don't work out, you will have this money for you and the kids. And so what I did was I split the money and I gave half to my husband because we had spent up our little nest egg that all the gifts and money we got from our wedding, that was our nest egg. My father paid for our wedding. So all the money we got from our wedding was in our savings, but we had a mold situation. And so we used up the money for the mold. So I said, let me give my husband half the money, for the house. He said, no, you ain't got to do that. I said, no, it's okay. She gave us this money. Part of it is for the wedding and blah, blah. And he pulled me. We were in the kitchen. He said, one of the reasons I married you was because I paid attention to how you were with your money. And I knew you didn't waste your money. So I knew you going to waste my money. So if I was out here being a foolish woman with money, he wouldn't have married me. I had a 1-bedroom. I told you I was working at the job I'm working now, $50,000 a year, more than that. I had a 1-bedroom, let Lexi sleep in the bedroom. I slept in the living room on the futon. I was paying off my student loans and getting ready to buy a house when I met my husband. Another time, he sent me to the store to buy something, and I brought him change. He was shocked. He said, I got change. I said, yeah. He said, I've never gotten change before. I said, well, you have change. But that's not who I was faking to be. That's who I am. And see, a lot of women, you fake like you're somebody else, but you're not. And this is why even for the men, you must begin to gather data. I'm going to be working on a wife profile course too. You must begin to pay attention. Sure, you want her to be pretty and you want her to be sexy. That's one of the reasons my husband married me. He said, you're pretty and sexy like Janet Jackson. There's nothing wrong with wanting a pretty woman and sexy. And that thing is thinging. And the ass is just, it's just like bam, 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 bam. Boobs, But at the same time, man, you are marrying this woman because she needs to play a role in your life. And one of the roles that the church don't teach you about is the Proverbs 31 woman she is to manage your home. I told my husband, I said, I could take all your money and spend. He said, no, you wouldn't, because that's not who you are. And I shared that our family has crossed over a financial milestone. And one of the reasons my husband bought me this ring, it's our 10-year anniversary, but also because he said, I could have never gotten where we are unless it was you. Because his money was just sitting there. And I was like, oh no, we'll do this, do that, do this, move this, move this. And in 10 years, we've crossed over this financial milestone. So men, in choosing your wife, yeah, pretty, sexy, yes, honey, yes. However, how is she with money? Is she a spender? Does she spend everything she has? Is she in debt? One man married a woman in $30,000 credit card debt, shopping. He didn't know. He said, if I knew, I wouldn't have married you. Why didn't you know? Didn't you ask her for her credit report? Can she manage your home? Women, if you have a shopaholic problem, you need to go see a therapist. I am all for therapy. Because it makes no sense that this man makes $260,000 a year and you have nothing, no savings, no retirement, no college fund for your kids. And your kids will probably not be able to get financial aid because you make too much money. So now you have allowed your foolish woman wife to screw up your future. Why are you still married to this woman? And the crazy thing is, you divorce her, you're going to have to pay her alimony. But personally, I would divorce her. I would be done with her. She's financially abusive. That's abuse. Because listen, Social Security alone is not going to be able to sustain you. I look at my husband's Social Security. It's a nice amount, but that can't take care of us. You need your 401k. You need your investments. You need all this extra stuff to sustain you. You need to be able to send your kids to college. You need to leave generational wealth to your college. Sir, you have not to your kids. You have nothing. You have absolutely nothing left. Why? because you chose a foolish woman. And it took you 25 years to see it's a foolish one. You know why? Because it's retirement time, right? Right around 50, 55, or whenever, the Social Security starts sending you your stuff. Your 401k people start talking to you about, Miss Thompson, you know, we need to go over your financials, make sure you're set for retirement. You know, you're almost 50. Because now the light is coming on, because he's a few years from retirement and he got absolutely nothing. And you know why you got nothing? Because you chose a foolish woman. And I tell y'all, in my husband profile course for the ladies, the husband you choose will determine the rest of your life. The wife you choose will determine the rest of your life. Your mate is the second most important decision you will ever make. Number one is your decision for the Lord Jesus Christ. Because whatever you choose, whatever decision you make to either reject him or accept him, is going to determine where you will spend eternity, heaven or hell. I'm talking about the God of the Bible, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the King James Version of the Bible. And your mate is going to determine the life you will live on her earth. Will you live a good life, a prosperous life, or will you live in hell on earth? Will you live in poverty because of the mate you choose? And you women choosing these men, 40, ain't got nothing, no retirement, no investments, nothing, baby, you gonna be miserable. But anyways, like the cop says, please just let me go shopping and no one will get hurt. Let me know what y'all think about this. I love you. Talk to you later. Mwah, mwah. Bye.